Just sit back, relax while we get to what we're scrutinizing.
I don't give a I'm in Macy's in the back. They got us locked up in the box. Don't ask. Stop interrupting me. I'm in the back of Macy's. This got me locked up because she was stealing in the motherfucking store.
Sure did.
This stealing, so now they say we stealing.
I got to get me. I ain't about
because I was with her. You can't. I gave you a.
How many times have I told y'all to watch your girl? How many times have I told y'all to pay attention? When you see these groups of females together, I don't care if it's a female and it seems like the rest of the group is overly, notoriously scallywag. If your girl hanging with the group, I don't want to hear nothing about how nice she is and how this she is. If she got at least one strand of scallywag, that's enough to be scallywag. This broad said I sure did. Don't even care that she trying to mess up somebody else's life. Just misery, love, conflict. We're going to bring you down with me. Let's scrutinize this, man.
Look at this. You going to keep.
I don't care.
This is the
Shout out to the Bonnet crew.
This bum. They got us in the back. Though I just got good with my baby daddy.
All right.
I just got good with him. This he's been looking for any way to take my baby from me.
Gonna be all right. Gonna be straight.
If I go to jail, like I motherfucking said, this got me in the back. I am really in the back at Macy's, in the fucking room in the back, waiting on the fucking authorities to come and pick me up.
All right. I'm not about to pay for
because of you. So this right here.
Yes, y'all. Y'all
really, and this really, I'm about to this bitch up.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I know every bit of how this feels. I've been in situations where I can think all the way back to when I was a kid. And I can think to even situations when I was an adult, working in retail and working in certain different companies. Man, I've worked for Macy's. I worked for Walmart. I've worked for Target. You know what I'm saying? TJ Maxx, you name it. I've worked for a lot of places, and I know how security operates. I know how they move around the store in civilian clothes. Trust and believe, I can remember situations out with friends, you know what I'm saying, staying the night over a friend's house. We all in the store. All of a sudden, somebody grabbing my friends, grabbing my bro, you know what I'm saying, taking them to the back, telling their parents that, your child, we saw them do blah, 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 blah. And imagine the shock and the surprise upon the person's face, let alone, let's just say it's your parents and you're a child. Imagine the shock upon your face if your children are, you know what I'm saying, caught red-handed taking something out the store because they got sticky fingers. They trying to use the 5-finger discount, and then you got to sit up here and you got to be the representative, and you are accountable for it more than anything, especially depending on the age, because you're the parent. And you always hear the statement made, guilty by association. I've known several adults, friends, family, you name it, stories on TV shows, on television, whatever. We've heard all kind of stories where somebody was guilty by association. I know people who had no idea that they were the driver. You were designated driver, had no idea, and your friends did some scallywag stuff, some hooligan type stuff, whether it's knocking people out in the back of the head, taking stuff from them. You know what I'm saying? There was a story about that at one point on the Purdue University campus where I knew the individuals who were jumping out of cars, making Asian victims out of, you know, these students that were at the school and just taking computers from them, jumping out of the car, knocking people across the head. And the girlfriend that was driving, by the time she realized what she was involved in, she was involved in it. So when you look at this situation like this, because when they put the mug shots up, they put the mug shots up of baby girl face too, and she was a pastor's daughter. And one of the main cats guilty was her own baby father. 2 children with this cat. And now your mug shots are all over the news, and your pastor is one of the well-known pastors in this particular city. Now you flash forward to this situation. You in the store with your friend, or who you call your friend, and you have no idea that this scallywag is doing something like this, and you're guilty by association. And this mug don't have no type of remorse, saying all kind of flip stuff at the mouth, and it's gonna be good, and blah 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 blah. Telling you what you about to find out real soon and real quick is how close and how real friends y'all are or not, because it's about to get real sticky.
Because it's my motherfucking baby that you not, just because you a bum mama, you don't take care of your motherfucking church. You don't do stealing because you wasn't picking up, then you ain't had no baby clothes. You ain't had no baby clothes. You ain't had no baby clothes.
Don't get mine.
Had looking like she's trying to get for the club. You ain't so
for the trash.
I'm gonna let everybody know. Let everybody know. And you can act like you don't give them. You can act like you don't give them. And now I'm gonna give them a reason. No, I was not stealing. I was not stealing. But now I'm gonna give them a fucking reason of me in the fucking jail.
All right.
I'm about to give them a reason to block me the up.
They're gonna lock both of us up.
I'm going to give them a reason to lock me the up. I'm telling you, can say one more motherfucking thing.
I'm saying it. Don't care. I don't care.
Listen, calm down. Hey, calm down. Man, calm down. Both of these in here fighting. This is still in. The one with the bloody. Get this. Come on, put your hand behind your back. Come here. Get.
Put my bonnet.
Come on over here. Now you here. Is this her phone? This her phone?
You win. Perfect.
In the words of my man's Will My Craven. In the words of my man Will My Craven, rascals gon' rascals, and that's out of rascalations. Rascalism. In my words, scallywags go scallywag, because this wasn't nothing but a scallywag situation, man. You just imagine you going in the store, you think somebody, you know a person, and a lot of times you do know a person to the point where you know what they own. And it just take that one day where everything is exposed. But you going in the store, you going in the Macy's, and it's just supposed to be whatever you're doing, and the next thing you know, somebody not just pulling somebody in the back who they actually saw do something, but because you're with that person, they automatically make you an accomplice. They automatically make you guilty by association. And that's what this appears to have been. And so by that time, it's too late to start, all the anxiety and everything going on. This individual is worried about her child, and she said in the back that, I just got things right with my baby daddy, and I don't want to lose custody of my child, all this different stuff. It's a little bit too late at that point, but it starts to wear on you, and that anxiety starts to build up because your friend couldn't hold it together. And then on top of it is it's like the devil's licking their tongue out what she did, wagging her tongue and boasting in your face with no type of sympathy, empathy, compassion, or anything. It's almost like, I'm going down, I'm taking somebody down with me. And before you know it, fisticuffs being thrown, and they should have been thrown, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna sit here in my face and put me in a situation like this, and then you got no remorse. So when it comes down to it, the only thing this mug want to talk about is we gonna be good. It's gonna be all right. Your son gonna be good. Ain't nothing gonna be wrong. And then when the fisticuffs start getting thrown, all you hear her back in the back talking about my bonnet. Forget about your bonnet. We ain't care nothing about your bonnet crew lady. We don't care nothing about that. But at the end of the day, you could have messed up somebody's life. But see, this comes down to knowing who's in your circle. You got to absolutely know who your people are. You got to know if they bringing you up to another level, if they pulling you down, if they draining your energy, if they are infections or affections. You know what I'm saying? Is somebody affecting you or infecting you? You got to know who's around you and who's in your circle. Because if they're infecting you, then whatever scallywag in them gonna rub off onto you. And more often than not, when we think we got something that's gonna rub off on somebody else good for the good, usually it's their bad that rubs off on us. So you gotta watch who's in your circle. You gotta watch your surroundings, because you got my man in the background, the security guard, talking about, man, on all the days, my day off, man, on my day off, y'all want to act a fool. Had me thinking about your man Craig and Friday, like, hey Craig, how you get fired on your day off? My man that came in on his day off, and here we go with these shenanigans. But you know what I'm saying? It was going down in that boy. Them fists was being thrown like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and that boy perfect. Like people throwing Hadoukens and stuff up in there. But I'm gonna tell you, man, watch y'all circle, man. Pay attention to y'all circle. Pay attention to y'all surroundings. Understand who you're around, because there's always going to be somebody watching. And when it comes down to it, you are what you eat, you are what you think, you are who you're around. People are paying attention. So this was another Scrutinize This, and I want y'all to understand, man, when I'm putting this stuff out here, I'm trying to put y'all on game about how we should carry ourselves and get back to a place where we can self-govern ourselves and be accountable for our mess-ups, our mishaps, and scrutinize starting with ourselves so we can be better individuals. Of course, always geared toward the so-called black man because he's the head, but when I'm trying to alert you about your women, it's because you're the one that's got to deal with that. And all of that starts with you. Because when you got you together, your choices are going to be better all the way around, all the way down to the people you hang around with and you allow in your space. Because this individual didn't allow a proper person in their space, and now it's looking like they're going to mess around and be, this is one of those Judge Mathis case-worthy situations. I've seen things like this come out on Judge Mathis, so know who you're around. I'm out. Baby. Scrutinize this.